Thank you for watching episode 3 of Press Pass, where we take a look at some of the live shows from some of your favorite artists, known and unknown, and critique those shows on a round of applause basis, 1 to 5, 5 being the best. I'm Calvin, and once again, I am your photographer. So, this time around, we're taking a look at Lil Baby, and he takes a stop in Dallas and definitely rocks the crowd. We'll start off with the venue. We're taking a look at the beautiful Gas Monkey. If you know, that's one of my favorite spots to shoot at, one of the nicest venues to really produce a concert here in the city of Dallas, Texas, and I love it. I've been shooting it for some time now, and I can honestly say it is my favorite place to shoot. But that's not what we're here for. We're definitely here to talk about what Gas Monkey had to offer in terms of this particular show, and I will say they were still A1. They have multiple bars. Here we are again. They have multiple bars. They all provide good service, good prices. Can do nothing but appreciate that, especially at a long concert like this one where we were at this time. Multiple bars, tight security, perfect lighting. I tell you, that is my favorite spot to shoot at because of the lighting. The lighting is pretty much flawless when you go to Gas Monkey. So for any photographer looking to do any concerts at this particular venue, you're in for a show. You're gonna love it. I get some of my best shots at this venue, all due to the creative lighting. I'm not sure who is in charge of that, but whoever it is, I rocks with you, my brother. My only downside to Gas Monkey, and I've only really noticed this, I guess, in the past few times that I've been able to shoot in there, if somebody comes up and says, "Hey, can you run down to the bar and grab me a drink, grab me some water?" Woo, woo, woo. Gas Monkey may want to consider having a little bartender guy that just walks up in front, because I'm not a bartender, but please believe, if you ask me, if you see me at a show at Gas Monkey and you ask me for something to drink, I'm putting my tax on it. That just is what it is. You pay Uber, don't you? So next we take a look at our promotion company, Legna Entertainment. That's who brought us Lil Baby this time around, and I must say, I am a fan of Legna. They often bring some of the hottest artists in the city, some of the newest, freshest artists, and every time they seem to know how to pack out a show. I'm not sure what their marketing squad is like, but I guarantee if they bring in some of the hottest artists, you'll know and you'll be there. So with all of the love that I give Legna Entertainment, there were some downsides to this particular show. They were so behind on time. I'm talking nearly an hour behind on time, and that was definitely frustrating. Like I said, it was a packed crowd, standing room only, so if you didn't have a VIP ticket, you were definitely standing waiting. I remember at one point, it was like an hour had gone by between one opener till they got to the next opener, and I was thinking to myself, like, we got to do better, because people were just standing around, and you know how that goes. You get frustrated when you're sitting just waiting and waiting and waiting, and then the headliner still doesn't come out. A pet peeve of mine: too many people on stage. Look at this. Like, it's way too many people on this stage, and all that they were doing the whole time were telling people to get off stage.
They said, "Everybody, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. Everybody on stage gotta go."
5 minutes into the next act, and there are 1,000 people on stage. Please get your ass off the stage. You are not a performer. Nobody cares that you are on stage. Please get in the crowd if you are not a performer or doing some type of service to the venue, such as video, photography, DJing, something of the sort. But to just be standing there, nobody cares. Sorry, but we don't. Get off the stage. Thank you. So before we take a look at our openers, let's take a look at some of the extras that I noted from this particular show, and I will say it was probably some of the most entertaining parts of the show outside of Lil Baby himself. First, we start off with the King of Turn Up himself. Don't know his real name. King of Turn Up 30, I believe, is what his name is on Instagram. But when I say he rocked the crowd, when I tell you he had the crowd hype in between those opening sets. Remember, I said there was a point where there was an hour between one artist or one opening act to the next. Between that full hour, I guarantee about 45 minutes of that, he kept the crowd entertained. And if you can do that, my boy, you got some talent. So if you know who he is, make sure you tag him in the comments below and let him know that he's doing a great service to the concert goers and the concert community. Mr. King of Turn Up himself, his slogan is, "I'm too little for this." And if you see him, you'll know why. But I guarantee he's going to bring all of the turn up that you need to make sure that you get ready for the next opener. Now, the King of Turn Up also added an element to the show, which brought it up a whole nother notch.
3, 2, 1, she real. Y'all better twerk some right now. Twerk some right now. Say, scared money don't make no money. If I ever go broke, I'll take you. You better.
So something that I didn't know that I found out on this show, that he is also like a host at King of Diamond Dallas, and yeah, he brought out some strippers.
Turn around, Cherokee. Oh, everybody say, take it on, take it on. What you say? Take it on. What? Take it. What you say? I said, yeah. You gotta work this shit, Cherokee. Turn that shit over. My King of Diamond lady was in the building. Them strippers here. Twerk up mahogany. Let's go. Let's do another dance. Y'all better get your camera phones out. That's motherfucker out. Mahogany, what?
So yeah, there you have it. Strippers, Mr. King of Turn Up himself. What a beautiful show. He had a few other extras as well. Go Yayo, Hood Fame Go Yayo. If you're not familiar for the Dallas scene, Hood Fame Go Yayo is probably one of the livest artists in the city right now outside of Yellow Beezy, and I'm still trying to figure out why. I came here probably about 2 or 3 years ago, and Go Yayo was scorching off a song, and I just kept hearing it and hearing it. 40 go boom, something like that. And every time I see him, he gets like the most love I've ever seen from the locals in the city. From Fort Worth to Dallas, he gets crazy love. Take a look. He just came out. He was not performing. He was not an opener. He wasn't on the bill, but he definitely made his way on stage. And look at the crowd's reaction. So yeah, that's Hood Fame Go Yayo. They love to see him. They always show him love. He always show him love back. So if you ever find that Go Yayo is in the building at one of your shows, you concert promoters, please believe he is coming on stage. So lastly, in regard to the extras for this particular round, there was a random guy in the crowd. I don't think anybody else really saw him, but he snuck on the stage behind everybody, and next thing I know, he's like the hype man to the hype man, King of Turn Up, and remained the hype man until Lil Baby managed to get on stage. I'm not sure how nobody caught this man or how nobody managed to tell this man to get off stage, but he was definitely on stage as if he was supposed to be there. Let's take a look at some of his inappropriate moments.
I'm my official DJ, and my other official female DJ, DJ She Real. DJ She Real, you ready to turn these motherfuckers to the party? Oh, I just got the party. What we doing, youngster? What we doing, nigga? Hey, I'm too little for this shit. All my ladies, let me see you twerk. Whoa, 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 whoa. I just felt something in my like you came to pop pussy. Turn around. You came out like you came to pop pussy.
When I tell you this man had me dying pretty much the whole time that he was up there, just knowing that I knew he was not supposed to be up there, I was done. I was pretty much crying in the photography pit like, dude, who is this guy? Why is he on stage, but why is he so lit? So if you know that guy, if anybody watching this knows that guy, please tag him and let him know that I appreciate him. Thank you, sir. You deserve an award. So next we take a look at our opening acts. Now I will say, as I previously stated, Legna is notorious for having a ton of opening acts. If that's what they want to do, that is perfectly fine with me, but unfortunately I do not see all of them. So we will start at the one that I did see first, a guy that goes by the name of Cookie Money. This was my first time ever seeing Cookie Money, but as soon as I posted him on Instagram on my story, people started hitting me up like, yo, this Cookie Money, that's Cookie Money. So apparently he's big out on the West Coast. He's out of Oakland, and he has some really good music. His stage presence and performance wasn't that great in my opinion, but definitely has some good music. I went and checked him out after I saw him perform, and I can see why he's catching a wave over there on the West Coast right now. He definitely has something going, definitely has something buzzing, so I'm sure this won't be the last time that I hear from my guy Cookie Money. Our next opening act, which is the one that I'm most impressed with, is a girl out of Detroit by the name of Molly Brazy. When I tell you this girl can spit, she can spit. She definitely thoroughly impressed me. She came out, like I said, she could spit. She was talking about something, and she was looking good, and she was letting you know that she looked good. She was definitely feeling real bossed up on that stage and was gonna let you know that she was a boss for real. And to be honest, she reminded me of a mix between, like, well, not even a mix. She reminded me of Trina, but she was definitely a little bit more gangster. I feel like she would shoot you. Please don't shoot me, Molly, if you see this. Thank you. And our next opening act, and the last one that I was able to see, was a guy by the name of Quando Rondo. He's out of Savannah. He's another artist. I had no idea who he was, but definitely had a fan base. Surprisingly, I was shocked because usually, I mean, I'm pretty well versed in the up and coming artists, the newer guys. I probably don't listen to their music a lot, but usually I know who they are. So when he came out, I was like, who is this, and why is everybody kind of like rocking with him so heavy?
Money on my books this time, last year around September. 12 on I need, I'ma do the dash real fast, no surrender. Nigga, I remember. Nigga, I remember.
So I ended up looking him up after the show as well, and apparently he is as big as, you know, I assumed. He had about 400,000+ followers on Instagram, and everybody really does show him love. Some of the biggest names on his page commenting. He was definitely feeding off the energy on stage. He seemed pretty comfortable up there. Seemed like he was having a really good time. Based off that, I might check him out a little more, see if anybody sends any recommendations. If you know who Quando Rondo is, drop a comment in the section below and let me know what song I should be listening to. If I'm listening to Quando Rondo for the first time, direct me in the right direction to make me a fan. Thank you. And last but not least, now check this out. I don't know what quality control is doing over there, but they have a machine that is pushing the hell out of Lil Baby, and it's working. Lil Baby came out with some hits, and he ain't looked back since. He started off our show with Yes Indeed, with the Drake feature, and lit, I must say. Brand new whip. That's not what we're here for. I'm sorry, but he did definitely turn it up off the rip. Coming out to that, crowd was with him, word for word for word for word. You feel me? Definitely started off with a bang and continued throughout his set. Honestly, yeah, he definitely had good stage presence. He was managing to, you know, interact with both sides of the crowd, right, front, middle, which for all you artists who are just now getting started on your performances and things like that, make sure you interact, engage the crowd, go from one side to the left, let everybody know that you appreciate them, you're gonna show them some love. I will say Lil Baby did a good job at doing this. I'm still honestly trying to figure out how he is this good at making music and performing, and he just started rapping, but it really doesn't matter because I like it. So, in the midst of his scorching performance and everybody turned up, what does Lil Baby do? Yep, you guessed it. Brought out Yellow Beezy and set that thing right on off some more. I'm giving this show a 4 just off the strength that everything was just on point, except for the time waiting, the lapse time in between the opening acts and standing. Granted, I wasn't there the whole time, but if I were, I would be pretty upset that I was standing from, I'd say, 8 till 10:45 waiting for Lil Baby. It was a pretty long time to stand up, and the floors do not give a gas monkey. If I remember correctly, the tickets were probably about $30 to $35 depending on when you purchase them, so not a bad ticket. General admission, of course, you do have the VIP, at least at Gas Monkey you did, so I'm assuming that other venues that he may perform at, that may be an option as well. So he's still out on tour right now doing his thing. I heard he'll be back in Dallas mid-August, so I'll look to catch that one as well. But if you happen to see Lil Baby coming through to your city and you want to check him out, I would definitely recommend it. You'll have a good time. Oh, before I get out of here, I just got a new, this is a bank actually. I can put money in here. I got it as a birthday gift. Right now I don't really have anything going on with it. I'm trying to figure out what I need to do, so I just put my Hustle Strong bands up there. Shout out to my guy Rashid. I put my Hustle Strong bands around it just as, I don't know. But I'm looking for a dope artist who does paint or something along those lines to add something to this, because I really want to add some flavor to my dog. So if you know any dope artists, painters, whatever you want to call it, that can turn this into something, bring it to life, tell them to hit me up. I'm not a cheapskate. I will pay you, or we will make some type of good exchange in some form or fashion. Help me out, y'all, please. Help me, please. But with that being said, make sure that you subscribe to my page, Nosboh Vision. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share. Make sure you go on Instagram and follow me, Cal615. That's CAL615. Make sure you follow me. Give me a couple likes, comments. If you see an artist on my page who you want a review of or of their concert, make sure you hit that button or comment. Let me know, and we'll look to go ahead and do that. So with that being said, we're going to get out of here. Thank you for watching episode 3 of Press Pass, and we out.